We are covering airport markings, beacons, and wind indicators for the FAA Part 107 exam. These visual aids are critical for situational awareness when operating near an airport, and the exam will test your ability to interpret them correctly. Let's start with the airport rotating beacon. Its purpose is to help pilots locate the airport at night or during periods of low visibility. For your exam, you must know the color combinations. Alternating white and green flashes indicate a lighted civilian land airport. If you see two quick white flashes followed by a green flash, that's a military airport. A common exam question will describe a beacon's flash pattern and ask you to identify the type of airport. The beacon typically operates from sunset to sunrise. However, a key test point is that it may also be turned on during the day if the weather is poor. Specifically, when the ceiling is less than 1,000 feet or ground visibility is less than 3 statute miles. Next are wind direction indicators, which are crucial for understanding takeoff and landing patterns. The most common is the windsock. The exam loves to trick pilots by asking which way it points. The windsock fills with air and points downwind, in the direction the wind is blowing toward. In contrast, a tetrahedron, a large pyramid-shaped indicator, points its smaller end into the wind, indicating the direction that aircraft should land. The exam will often test the difference between these two. A helpful mnemonic is, the sock gets blown, the tetra points home. The windsock is blown away by the wind, while the tetrahedron points home, into the wind, showing the landing direction. These indicators are often located within a segmented circle, which provides traffic pattern information at airports without control towers. The L-shaped indicators extending from the circle show the direction of turns for the traffic pattern. If the legs point to the right for a given runway, it indicates a non-standard right-hand traffic pattern. Finally, let's discuss runway numbers. These numbers are a direct representation of the runway's magnetic heading. To decode them, you simply add a 0 to the end. For example, a runway marked with the number 27 is oriented to a magnetic heading of approximately 270 degrees, or due west. The FAA rounds the actual magnetic heading to the nearest 10 degrees to get this number. An exam question might give you a runway number and ask for the heading, or vice versa. They will also test your knowledge of reciprocal runways. Every runway has a different number on each end, and these numbers are always 180 degrees apart. So, the opposite end of runway 27 is runway 09, which corresponds to 90 degrees. As a remote pilot, seeing an aircraft on final approach to runway 27 tells you that the aircraft is flying a heading of approximately 270 degrees, allowing you to maintain a safe distance from its flight path. For free practice questions, AI-powered explanations, and more exam prep tools, visit openexamprep.com. That's openexamprep, all one word, .com.